Your new life is going to cost you your old one. It's going to cost you your comfort zone and your sense of direction. It's going to cost you relationships and friends. It's going to cost you being liked and understood. But it doesn't matter, because the people who are meant for you are going to meet you on the other side, and you're going to build a new comfort zone around the things that actually move you forward. Jay Shetty. And it is so abundantly true. And I think it's part of why so many people struggle with actually changing, with actually doing what is required. Because to become that man, to become that version of yourself, to become the father, the husband, the man that you know you should be and want to be, it is going to cost you your current life. It is going to cost you essentially killing off the version of you. You have to say goodbye to who you are now, because who you are now has gotten you this far, has gotten you to this point in your life, but it won't take you any further. It won't push you any further than this. Who you are now is where you are at. And if you are abundantly happy with where you are at now, great. Don't change. Continue being this man. But I have a feeling, a sneaking inclination, that if you are here listening to me talk about greatness, talk about chasing greatness, about joining the greatness club, about doing the work that is required, I have a sneaking suspicion that you are not happy with your life. You are not happy with where you're at. You are not happy with the man in the mirror. So it means you have to say goodbye to that man. You have to no longer be that guy. You have to step up and be a better version of yourself. You have to do better, be better, live better. Because that's what it's gonna take. It's what is required is ending that version of you, sacrificing him to the muse, so that you can become the man you are meant to be. And for as long as you hold on to that past version of you, you will forever be conflicted. You will forever be stuck in this moment. You will forever be held back. Because if you keep holding on to the man you used to be, who you used to be in the past, how can you step fully into it? It's trying to serve two masters. You're trying to hold on to all these things that were you from the past, all these things that maybe you were proud of them, that were great, that served you then, but they don't serve you now. And if you continue to hold on to them, how can you progress forward? How can you excel? How can you step forward into the man you're supposed to be? Change isn't meant to be easy. It's not meant to be pleasant. And this is part of this world that we live in, that everyone's like, 5-minute abs, 30 days to drop 10 pounds, whatever the fuck it may be. It's simple, it's easy, it's quick. But that's not reality. That's not how you change your life. That's not how you become the best version of yourself. Change requires sacrifice. It requires giving up the things that don't serve you anymore and stepping into the things that do. It requires facing reality head on and recognizing what you are currently doing, recognizing your flaws, recognizing your weaknesses, and being honest about them, recognizing where you're currently at and that you aren't fucking happy with that, recognizing that it is going to take more from you. It is gonna require more effort and more of a push forward to become that man. And also, though you can't think about it in the moment, but it needs to be one of those abstract thoughts that are out there in the universe as you think about it. that this isn't a temporary fix. That this isn't a flash in the pan, a moment of, let's do this. And we'll do this for 30 days. We'll do this for 60 days. We'll do this for 90 days. No. This needs to be a recognition of, I am sacrificing that man. I am sacrificing, and I am sacrificing him to the muse, to the universe, to the gods, to whoever you think that man needs to be sacrificed to become the man you know you should be. But when you sacrifice him, he can't come back anymore. You can't raise him from the dead and think that you are going to continue to get the results that you want. That is madness. As that quote that's attributed to Albert Einstein all the time, I'm not convinced it is actually him, but still we'll run with it, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So why do you think this version of you, this version that you have been, this version that you have been living, could continue the way you're going and produce different results? In what world does that make any logical sense? In what world does it seem plausible that you can continue to do the same things that you've been doing and achieve a different outcome? You can't, and you won't. Therefore, you must become a different man. You must exhibit different habits, different behaviors, different actions, different thoughts, different beliefs. And you cannot return to this man. It's like being an alcoholic or a drug addict. Once you have moved on, you are forever in rehab. You must move to this version of you. You cannot go, oh, I'll do this for 90 days and then I'll be fucking good and I'll return to who I was. No, you must sacrifice you. And look, it is hard. As I said, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna give up things that you do enjoy, but they don't serve you. They do not serve your highest good. They do not serve the you that is going to lead your best life. And across the way, you're going to lose friends. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to lose things that you thought were valuable to you. But as you progress into this highest version of yourself, you realize that they weren't. They weren't actually that valuable. They didn't actually serve you that well. And the reason why you just hung on to them is because you were that old version of you. But when you step through this, when you step forward and you step on to the other side, you will discover better relationships. You will discover better friendships. You will discover better people. And you will rise to that occasion and you will be better off. But you can't sail to distant lands with your feet still on solid ground. You must sacrifice that life for the next life, for the life you truly want to lead. You must sacrifice it to become that version, to be the best version, to find out what is on the other side. And it's a sacrifice without knowing how long it'll take, when you'll get there, or what it'll truly look like. But when you reach that point, and you step through as the man you know you'll be, you'll look back and go, wow, I can't believe I held on to that life for so long. I can't believe the things that I used to value that serve me. They don't serve me at all, but I held tight to them. When you let go of all those things and you step into only what will serve your highest good, it's a different experience. And you'll see glimpses of that man you're becoming along the way. And then you'll reach a point and then you'll redefine who you want to be. And you'll sacrifice that new version of you for the next version. And it's an ongoing process. So all we focus on is right here, right now, in this moment, doing the work for today, making that courageous decision to step forward and do that, to take that first step, to acknowledge that I want to start chasing my greatness. Acknowledging that I want to be this version of myself. Acknowledging that I want to do the work. That I am willing to step forward. That I am willing to sacrifice the life I have for the life I want. You must be willing. You must be willing to put it all on the line. Do you know why most people never reach this level? Why most people never achieve the things that they want? They never lead the life they want to? It's because they aren't willing to sacrifice their past life for it. They want to hold on to it. You want to hold on to your past glory. You want to hold on to habits and rituals and things that, as I said, they have served you in the past, and you needed them at that time, but they don't serve you now. They do not benefit you now. So you must let them go. You must sacrifice them to become the best version of you. And you will be shocked what's on the other side. And you'll be shocked at how you get to a point and you're like, I don't even know why I needed them. Today is 200 days of chasing greatness for me. 200 days where I haven't had a single day off, where I haven't missed one single thing for 200 days. And no, I'm not the man I want to be yet, but I'm a hell of a lot further along the path than I was. And I look back at things. We were having this discussion with some of my clients the other day, and they asked me, when was the last time you had bread? And I was like, I don't even know. But at bare minimum, it was over 200 days ago. And they were shocked by this. They were like, what? How can you have gone that long? I was like, because it doesn't serve me. It doesn't provide me value. It isn't linked to my highest good. It doesn't improve my life. And the crazier part is, I was willing to sacrifice that part of who I was. I was willing to sacrifice that part of myself. And I don't even miss it. I don't even care. That was the first time I thought about it, that I hadn't had any bread in that long. That was the first time when I was asked. It hadn't even crossed my mind up until that point. And that's how you know you've stepped into the highest version of yourself. Because you don't even think about the lowest version of yourself. You don't even think about the things that you used to do before you sacrifice that version of yourself. I progressed into a point of discipline and focus and drive that, next Friday I'm going to go out for my wife's birthday. I'm taking her out for a nice dinner. And it's going to be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to that special time with my wife. But it'll be the first time in over 200 days that I've eaten a meal that isn't on my plan, that isn't perfect to my nutrition goals. And I was saying to a friend today, and I was like, I can't wait till next year, because I'm going to start this from January 1 next year. So I'll be able to add, stack up 280 perfect days in a row. And that's exciting to me. That pull of all that stuff has fallen away. That it doesn't hold anything over me anymore. It doesn't pull me towards that. And that's what I mean when I say you sacrifice the man that you used to be. That I am someone who, if I didn't do this, unquestionably would have been an obese, alcoholic, potential drug addict, addicted to video games, and TV, and social media, and just pissing away my life. That would have been me. And I have a zero doubt in my mind. But I sacrificed all of that because that doesn't serve me. That doesn't serve me in any capacity. It doesn't bring me anything. It doesn't enrich my life. It doesn't provide any value. It doesn't serve my highest good. So I sacrificed that because why do I need it? Why do I need those things in my life? So now the only time I will do them is in a very particular, predetermined social setting because the social setting will enrich my life, not the consumption of food or alcohol. And that's the difference, you know. And I've become this man. And as I said to you, I'm now trying to redefine and step into a greater version of myself with added things. Because this version is fantastic. And this is a better version of myself than I could have imagined when I started this journey. When I sacrificed the old version of me to be this version. I couldn't imagine reaching this point. And yet here I am. And now I can't imagine not doing this anymore. And that is what I mean when I say you must become the best version of yourself. You must sacrifice the previous version of yourself. That you can't imagine doing this life in any other way. And that's a difference. It makes a big difference. And that's how you know when you've reached a point of change. That you actually look at it and go, I don't understand how you can't live this way. How you can't look at your health and your fitness and your energy and all that kind of stuff and go, this is the most important thing. That I am fueling my body for its highest good. That I am fueling my body to feel its best, to act its best, to live its best. I'm choosing this life to be the best version of myself, to get the most out of this life. What's the point of sedating, of choosing things to hide from the world, to give you a quick dopamine fix to get away from it? No. Choose the things that enrich your life, that fuel you forward, that make you feel amazing. Choose these things first. Choose these things overall. And this is how you become the best version of yourself. And then you redefine it. And then you become the next best version of yourself. So I'm here and I'm asking you, are you willing to sacrifice the you who you are now to become the you know you should be? The best version of you. For everyone in your life, from your wife to your kids, to your friends, to your family, to those that you serve. Are you willing to give up the things that provide no value, that do not serve you, that do not enrich your life, that do not progress you forward in any capacity, so that you can become the best version of yourself? Are you willing to give that up, to pay that price? Because it's not a small price, but it's a worthwhile one. It's one that will forever enrich your life. There is never a time that you'll regret investing in your health, your fitness, your future, and yourself. So I think it's time that you sacrifice this version of you. Because let's be real, you aren't happy here. You aren't happy with this version right now. So it's time to become the best version of you. So if you're ready to sacrifice the old you, to sacrifice the version of you that does not serve you, please shoot me a message. Let's get you into chasing greatness. Let's start you with a 30-day challenge. And let's see who you can become when you sacrifice the parts of you that don't matter, that don't serve you, that don't provide value. If you're not quite there, please click the link in my bio. Grab my top 10 tools to transform your mental toughness and become the best version of yourself. Lastly, if you're still on the fence but you're enjoying the content, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel about these videos. Send it to a mate who needs to hear it. Let's spread this word. Let's get it out here. I'm here every single day to inspire you, to lead by example, to teach myself as well as teaching you, to share the wisdom as I go through it, to share the wisdom I wish I had when I'd started this journey. So please help me get this out there to reach more people. But I'll be back again tomorrow. Until then.